presentation is
on. Okay. Now my mic is on. Presentation's on too. Perfect. Dive into this magical underwater landscape with us. Home to thousands of species of seaweed. Hi, we're Team BettaFish, this is Lilith, and I'm Dennis, and we're about to build a whole new ocean economy. 70% of our planet is covered by oceans, yet we managed in the last few decades to massively destroy this maritime ecosystem. Think of extinct fish species, rising acidification in the oceans, accelerating the loss of biodiversity, putting even more pressure on much-needed protein sources. What you might not know yet is that there are also 700 million people worldwide dependent on the income they make through the fishing industry. That's a whole lot of people who are currently destroying their own ground of living. So what is the solution to all of this? We have one solution, a win-win-win for everyone, which is seaweed. Seaweed is a multi-talent. It's a nutritional powerhouse. It comes in manifold varieties of taste, like some even taste like truffle, like lemon, like pepper, which is really exciting. Seaweed farms actively counter acidification, and they've proven to increase biodiversity wherever they're cultivated. Cultivating seaweed can be a very lucrative income for fishing communities who already have the know-how and the infrastructure to make the switch, and by this basically avoid ending up in a tofu fish finger factory on land because the ocean is empty of fish. But what is even more important, seaweed is a so-called zero-input crop, meaning it does not require fresh water, no soil, and no fertilizer to grow. Let that sink in. One of the fastest growing biomass on Earth doesn't need fresh water, and it doesn't need land. This is one of the largest seaweed farms from above that we personally visited, and the farm is actually run by a former fisherman. Pretty incredible if you ask me. Yet all of this positive impact won't come into full effect if we don't overcome one major challenge. Nobody wants to eat seaweed. This is where we step in. We source regeneratively farmed seaweed from Sweden, from Norway, from Ireland. We develop unique processing methods to actually turn this biomass into a valuable ingredient. And on top of that, we come up with innovative product ideas to make people eat seaweed on a daily basis. And by this, create this huge demand for seaweed. Sounds a bit too simple, right? I mean, can we really turn the slimy, brownish green stuff into something yummy?
Yes, we can. We just take the plants from the ocean, the seaweed, and create the taste of the ocean. And voila, our BettaFish tuna was born. It tastes like tuna, but it's made with seaweed. 100% yummy and 100% good for the ocean. Do you maybe want to try a tuna sandwich of ours?
Yeah.
And what about a tuna pizza?
I do like pizza.
And tuna maki, any one of you?
I'm sold.
These are all traditional recipes, normally made with canned tuna. They are known and loved around the world and affordable to the majority of people. And these dishes can actually be prepared with our tuna, replacing it 1-to-1. We launched in October 2021 and have a product portfolio of 12 SKUs by now. We have products for retail, like the tuna sandwich I mentioned already, for food service and for restaurants, and for the industry to use tuna as an ingredient. Our products are available in 7 countries by now, and here are a few of our European partners. We successfully raised 5 million to date from renowned climate tech and food tech investors. Many of them are based here in Sweden, actually. And in our first full year, we generated a revenue of over €1 million. Alongside with our existing partners, we already managed to avoid catching 100 tons of tuna and also avoided a lot of tons bycatch from being caught. This was just the beginning, really. So what are the next steps to take for us? Luckily, we are riding the wave of time. Alternative fish is the fastest growing food category by far. And right now, our revenue comes from retail mainly. They were the let's say, the early adapters, and now they're giving us the most exposure. However, the greatest impact and also growth potential we see in the B2B sector. There are plenty of companies who are actively looking into innovating their product portfolio by making it more plant-based. So these companies you're seeing right now, they are all potential customers. And I'm telling you right now why. Because we are aiming to become the go-to supplier for authentic and plant-based tuna taste. Because B2B offers us basically the chance to generate stable revenue and also accelerate our revenues of scale. So picture this. We create a co-branding case with the famous Rio Mare brand. They are using ocean-friendly seaweed to create a plant-based canned tuna.
We are exceptionally proud of what we've achieved so far, yet alternative tuna is just the beginning. To unlock the full potential from seaweed as an ingredient, we would use the SIT award money for 3 things. First of all, accelerate the launch of a new innovation, the salmon. Second, to close a major B2B deal to make use of economies of scale and increase the demand for seaweed. And thirdly, ramp up our R&D efforts drastically. Oops, sorry, that was the wrong. Ramp up our R&D efforts drastically because, like I said, alternative tuna and alternative seafood was just the beginning. We are here to turn seaweed into a commodity for the whole food industry and basically making every product better in the future. Think of pet food and seasoning and maybe alternative cheese as well. So 3 milestones that we need to create more seaweed enthusiasts. I'm done in 1 second. Seaweed enthusiasts and ramp up our impact. We are 18 talents and major fans of seaweed. 2 of those you see here.
And we probably found some new in the audience tonight.
Yes. Thank you.